We continue now at the top of Daf Pei Bezim and Bezim Meseches Shabbos. This is Shabbos Daf 82b. This Amud is sponsored by Mordechai Lovman in honor of Shmuel ben Vigdaleah. If you would like to sponsor an Amud or a Daf, please see the description box below. The Gemara here is continuing to talk about, let's say a person has a wall that functions for his own house or his own property, and it also functions, though, for a Beis Avodah Zarah, for a house of Avodah Zarah. That wall falls down. The halacha was, you can't rebuild it. You're benefiting the Avodah Zarah. Instead, you have to rebuild it within 4 amos, or into 4 amos, into his property. So now the Gemara says, Haya Shalom V'Shel Avodah Zarah. What if the wall was half for him? It was half in his property, and half in the property of Avodah Zarah. Nidon mechza al mechza. Rashi explains what's mechza al mechza mean. Rashi says, Nidon mechza al mechza, ha-mechza shelo nechsheves ba'arba amos shel knisa. His half that was towards him, that counts towards the 4 amos that he has to retreat the wall. Because the whole point was you have to distance from his own property 4 amos, and that way the wall is entirely in his own property. So here, that's the idea of mechza mechza. Half of it is his property, so he retreats from the border from where his property is. The Gemara then continues, Avona ve'etza va'afara mitamin kesheretz. The stones, the wood, and the dirt that belong to this Avodah Zarah, so they are mitame like a sheretz. Shenemar, like it says, shaketz tishaktzenu. Rashi over here explains, shaketz tishaktzenu, lashon sheketz kesheretz. The word sheketz is like the word sheretz. She'eno mitame b'masa. The point of this is that according to the Chachamim, this is the Chachamim's opinion in the Brisa, the Avodah Zarah is not mitame b'masa. Rather, it's only mitame b'mago like a sheretz. Now Rabbi Akiva disagrees. Rabbi Akiva says, Kenida. No, the Avodah Zarah is metame like anida, shenemar, like it says, Tizrim kemodav. Again, we said that pasuk before. This is the pasuk that compares the nida. It's talking about Avodah Zarah there, but it uses language of a nida. Ma nida metame b'masa, just like nida is metame b'masa when you carry. Af Avodah Zarah metame b'masa. So to Avodah Zarah is metame b'masa. Again, somebody who carries it, not necessarily only through maga, through touching, even through carrying. Avodah Zarah is metame. This is the machlokas between the Chachamim and Rabbi Akiva. Rashi here explains nida metame b'masa. Adam hanosa means a person who carries it. The iskish lazav, it's compared to a zav. V'adava b'nidasa v'hazav ezovo. V'zav metame b'masa d'chsiv v'chol hanogeh v'chol asher yetachtav yitzma ad ha'arav hanosei osam v'gomer af hazav b'mashma osam. So therefore you see from these psukim that zav nida, and in this case according to Rabbi Akiva, Avodah Zarah is metame b'masa. So that's the end of the brisa. Now the Gemara brings, it's going to be a machlokas amoraim, exactly how we understand the machlokas in the brisa. So we begin with Rabba. Amar Rabba says, Tizrem do Amar Kra, Nachrinu minach Kizar. First of all, he's talking about in the Chachamim. According to the Chachamim, when the pasuk says Tizrem, what it really means, it doesn't mean to compare it to Nida. What it really means is that you should treat the Avodah Zarah like a stranger. It should distance yourself from Avodah Zarah like a stranger. And then when the pasuk continues to say Tomar Lo, it means Hikanis al Tomar Lo. Don't say enter, don't bring the Avodah Zarah in. V'yomar Rabba, and Rabba continues and says, B'maso d'kuli alma lo pligi d'metama. This machlokas, the Chachamim and Rabbi Akiva, everybody actually agrees, even though this is not the simple mashmos, but everybody actually agrees that the Avodah Zarah is metame b'masa. That's not in dispute. Toha iskish l'nida, everybody agrees there's a comparison at some level to nida. Ki pligi be'evan mesama. The real machlokas is by evan mesama. We'll see Rashi what that is. But Rabbi Akiva savar kenida manida metame be'evan mesama, af Avodah Zarah metame be'evan mesama. That's what Rabbi Akiva meant when he said like a nida. He said not only is it metame b'masa, it's even metame be'evan mesama. But Rabbanan Zavri, the Rabbanan hold no, for that issue, kesheretz. We compare the Avodah Zarah to a sheretz. Ma sheretz lo metame be'evan mesama, just like sheretz is not metame be'evan mesama. Af Avodah Zarah lo metame be'evan mesama. The same thing is true when it comes to Avodah Zarah. What is Evan Mesama? Rashi here explains Evan Mesama. Evan shasamu al gabe yisedos. The case is, let's say you have a stone that you put on top of pegs, the kalim tachta, and there are kalim underneath, and essentially the zav, the Avodah Zarah, whatever it is sitting on top of that stone. That is a special kind of tumah that does apply to nida. That's Evan Mesama. Let's say, for example, the nida were to sit on top of the Evan, then anything below the Evan would be tameh. The Evan, even though it's not mekabel tumah, is not a chatzitza, and actually it's considered almost like as if you're sitting upon it, even though you're not really sitting upon it. That's the chiddush of Evan Mesama. So that's the machlokas between the Chacham and Rabbi Akiva. Does Avodah Zarah, is Avodah Zarah metame be'evan mesama? So now the Gemara says, Ula Rabbi Akiva, and according to Rabbi Akiva, l'mai hilchasa iskish l'sheretz. So for what purpose it seems to be entirely like Nida. Avodah Zarah is entirely like Nida. It's Metame not only B'masa, but even Even Mesama. So what's the comparison to Sheretz at all? So the Gemara answers for that. Rabbi Akiva will hold L'Meshamshin. Rashi explains what's Meshamshin. She'ein HaKelim HaMeshamshin Metamin Lo B'masa V'lo B'Even Mesama. The Kelim that serve the Avodah Zarah, those are not going to be Metame B'masa or B'Even Mesama. That's the comparison to Sheretz. So now it comes out according to the Rabbanan that it's compared to Nida in order to say that Avodah Zarah is Metame B'masa. But it's not entirely like Nida. It's not Metame Be'even Mesama. So we're learning it from a combination of Sheretz and Nida. So the Gemara asks, what do you need a combination of things? You can have a direct comparison. If that's what you want to learn out, that Avodah Zarah is Metame B'masa and Maga and not in Even Mesama, that's exactly what's true by a Nevela. So why not compare Avodah Zarah to Nevela? So the Gemara says, you're right. Really, that's not the reason we're comparing to Nida. Rather, the reason we're comparing to Nida, Elama Nida Eino Le'ivorin, just like Nida is not Metame, the limbs of a Nida are not Metame. Af Avodah Zarah Eino Le'ivorin. So too, when it comes to Avodah Zarah, that's the Chachamim's comparison to Nida. It's not Metame Le'ivorim. Rashi here explains, Eino le'ivorim im nechtach eiver mimeno. Let's say one of the eivorim of a nida is cut off. Metame b'masa uva oel mishum toras eiver min achai. It is going to be metame in masa and oel because of eiver min achai. Avalo mishum toras eiver min hanida. But it's not going to be from the halachas of nida. It's not going to have tumas nida. V'nafkamina de lo metame be'even mesama. The nafkamina is that an eiver from a nida is not metame be'even mesama. Av Avodah Zarah ain't a leivarim. So we learn out this halacha that Avodah Zarah is also not leivarim. Kegon Avodah Zarah shel chulius aver mimena ain't a matami klal mishum Avodah Zarah. Let's say you have an Avodah Zarah made of different components, different parts. So each independent part is not going to have the tumah of Avodah Zarah. That's actually the limud the Rabbanan use from the comparison between Nida and Avodah Zarah. So the Gemara now says, we know that Rav Chama Bar Guria had this as a question. He wanted to know whether Avodah Zarah is metame to Eivarim or not. So Tifshet Le Mehad to Rabbanan Ein Leivarim. You have a clear answer from here that according to the Rabbanan it's not, because the Rabbanan, the whole point was that we're comparing Avodah Zarah to Nida to say it's Ein Leivarim. So the Gemara says, you're right, Rav Chama Bar Guria aliba de Rabbi Akiva boila. Rav Chama Bar Guria was really only asking the question according to Rabbi Akiva, but Eino Chinami, according to the Rabbanan, we have a limud from Nida that it's Eino Leivarim. So this is all Rabba's opinion in his understanding of the machlokas between the Chachamim and Rabbi Akiva. And now we move on to the second Amor, Rabbi Lazar. Rabbi Lazar Amar be'even mesama d'kol yama lo pligi de lo metama. Actually, everybody agrees that when it comes to Even Mesama, for sure, Avodah Zarah is not metame be'even mesama. Ki pligi b'masa, and the machlokas actually is by masa, more along the lines of what the language of the brisa sounded like. Rabbi Akiva savar kenida manida metame b'masa af Avodah Zarah metame b'masa. Rabbi Akiva holds that it's just like a nida is metame b'masa, so to Avodah Zarah. That's the comparison between Avodah Zarah and nida. Rabbanan savri kesheretz, and the Rabbanan say no. We compare Avodah Zarah to a sheretz. Ma sheretz lo metame b'masa, af Avodah Zarah lo metame b'masa. Just like a sheretz is not metame b'masa, so to Avodah Zarah is not metame b'masa. So now the Gemara asks along similar lines. Rabbi Akiva l'may hilchasa iskish l'sheretz. According to Rabbi Akiva, why do we compare? What is the point of the comparison between Avodah Zarah and sheretz? L'mishamshin. So that's for the halacha mishamshin. Then again, the items that service the Avodah Zarah, those are not metame. Those are not metame b'masa. Those are just like a sheretz. They're metame only b'maga. And again, according to Rabbanan, if the entire comparison of Avodah Zarah is to sheretz, for what purpose is it compared to nida? Ma nida eino leivarim. Again, just like nida is not leivarim, af Avodah Zarah eino leivarim. Again, we learn out this halacha that Avodah Zarah is not leivarim, and the Gemara will continue this discussion in the next daf on Daf Pei Gimel Amud Aleph, and we'll see that in the next video.